to start this video like Coley when she did her divorce video. I don't know, every time I film a video it's just stuck in my head because that's how much sometimes I just don't feel like making videos. She's like, I am dreading making this video, and the whole time I thought her tears were real, but turns out there wasn't a single tear coming out of her eye. I'm going to be talking about yet another Raina Telgemeier book. Yes, I am not done. And what does that have to do with Olivia Rodrigo? Well, Raina Telgemeier used the title first, but Olivia Rodrigo must have come around and stole it. This is the original Guts. I've not listened to Guts, nor do I plan to listen to Guts. Guts. Like, no shade, but I just don't really... I was pulling off a total Daniel Horn there. But isn't that his name? The comedian from like the Catherine Tate show on Bad Education. I'm loving that show. Even doing all the hand expressions of what the hell. But yeah, Raina Telgemeier is just her stories are just so well written. This is her latest book. It came out in 2019, which is kind of a long time ago. If you look at it objectively, a lot of things have changed since 2019. That was BC, aka before COVID, and I invented that term myself. See my thinking. But yeah, it's basically another one of her biographical novels, and she does this like continuing cycle where I don't have guts with me right now. I have my own guts, but I don't think you want to see them. So, yeah, for the sake, I can't even take them out of me. Wow, that was really bad. But most of her novels have an emoji on it if it's about a autobiography, memoir, or whatever you want to call it. So this one was another one of them, because if you look at the front cover, it's got an emoji. So then you can immediately tell this is based on true life. And so this is about her when she was younger. She had like really bad anxiety when she was growing up. When the story takes place, she's probably around 12 or 13, 11. So I could really relate to it when it came out around that time. It came out exactly 4 years ago. And technically when I'm filming this, it is 4 years and 1 week later. I kind of missed the dates a bit, and I'm really mad at myself. But yeah, it's definitely worth talking about and revisiting. I haven't been able to read it again because, you know, libraries and people borrowing books more than they should have, which I am guilty of. But yeah, I do remember most of what happened. There's basically a girl who, obviously, I don't know how much is based on Raina's real life and how much is fiction. That's totally, obviously, her decision, her life. She can make up whatever she wants, because in the end, the only person who's going to know what's real and what's not is her. Unless someone out of the blue decides to go, that is not true. Raina Telgemeier is fabricating information. Which we already know Olivia Rodrigo does very well, which is why it's a horrible comparison. Just kidding. I really just have a huge problem with this girl, but I'm not going to lie about it. But yeah, it's just... This is the better Guts. Objectionably. That's not a word. Objectionably. What? My mind is going bonkers right now. And yeah, so she has like this girl who's bullying her, and it's kind of a similar experience to me. And so the girl, she has a fear of vomiting. Have I already said that? She has a fear of throwing up, and I forgot what it's called. But there is a fear of throwing up, which back at that time I probably would have like freaked out on. Like, fear of throwing up, I would have like worried about that forever after reading that. But thankfully I didn't, because I don't really vomit that often. I'm a rare vomiter. I don't even know if that's a thing, the rare vomiter. Like, it takes a lot of courage for me to finally spew, which is something you shouldn't really be proud of, obviously. But I did the unexpected. I threw up, like threw up. I know, right? Threw up. It's so uncommon. I know, right? To vomit. It's so rare. No one vomits but me. No, sorry about that. But yeah, I hated school so much that I threw up. I woke up one morning. I mean, yeah, it's like midnight, so I'm really bad at explaining things. It's just so bizarre to me looking back. I had moussaka that day. It was a really, really nice moussaka. I'm sorry to my mum, but she couldn't make any moussaka as good as that again. It was just for some reason that just particular moussaka was didn't it every other moussaka she made after that for some reason tasted different. That was like so good or something. So it's a real shame that I threw it up because I just wasted all that food. But I just woke up I thought I was gonna pee, and then I just in the toilet. It was so weird. One of the strangest experiences of my life, and that's when I knew like I have serious anxiety, and it's to do with school, and I need to get the fuck out of there. And so I'm really glad I did. Yeah, I'd rarely vomit. Like, even like I'm not the type of person who wants to go to school, but if to the point of vomiting, like that something's really wrong there. And I think my parents agreed with me. And I know they don't really like agree with me. I totally get that, but they had to kind of agree with me on that point because this is just so weird. This is so unlike me as a self-professed rare vomiter. Yeah, it's definitely out of the ordinary, and yeah, so I just had to mention that because it's to do with guts. I spilled my guts quite literally. But yeah, the book is definitely worth reading. I just thought I'd share a personal story to help balance things out. But yeah, it's just really great. So I'm just looking at messages on my sister's iPad. Yes, I read her messages, but she's in college, and I'm very worried about her. Okay, and yeah, peace out. How far my finger will go in my mouth. A terrible actor.